Southern Charm's back on the air.
Yeah.
How's it going for you right now?
I'm excited, right? Because Southern Charm is the mothership, you know, for me, right? You know, from all the other little things that I've done. And I just think it's nice that people get to see a version of myself, right? We're talking about me, that's not on vacation, right? That's not just like partying and letting loose. So it's good to be back in Charleston, let's say, on the television and hanging out with my friends.
Do you feel like you get to share much more of like what's going on in your life doing Southern Charm compared to like doing some of these other shows now?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, on Charm, they want to know what is going on in personal and in professional life, right? And then in the other shows, especially when I go and make like a cameo on a show for a weekend,
right?
They don't give it.
They want the drama. They want the drama.
They want you to do
They want the
things.
relationship drama.
And boy, do they.
Yeah.
And boy,
did they get it.
And boy, did they get it. Oh,
Are
man.
you over like hopping on other shows now?
Yes.
I was gonna say for like the safety.
But you
of
did
it.
Winter House again.
Yeah. So I did Winter House again. I mean, lots and lots of talks. Like I was talking to Craig, and him and I were going back and forth, and ultimately we decided that it was a good idea. You know, Craig has Paige, right? And so he was like, well, my girlfriend's going, and so I want to go. And so that was Craig's reasoning, and mine was like, all right, well, now this is my time to come back to this crew and like show a different side than what happened in the summer, right? So it was like my like atonement.
That makes sense. So now the new season of Summer House is filming now.
Yeah.
You gonna be out there at all?
You know what? They haven't asked me, and probably for good reason. You know, at one point, you know, Kyle came out for my birthday and was like my 40th, and I mean, to be honest, I'm just kind of like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
You're busy that
safe
weekend.
distance.
Yeah. I'm
I'll
good.
send a gift.
Yeah, I'll send you a good lover boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'll send you a gift. I don't need to be there. It's funny because we see how close you and Craig are, and seeing you guys in real life. We're like, oh, these two, they're always traveling together, and they do the podcast and the live shows and all these things. And then watching this season of Southern Charm, things to start off, things are a little chilly between you two.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we both thought that both of us were doing things that friends wouldn't do to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, Craig had his reasons and I had my reasons, and it was one of those things where we both like to sweep things under the rugs like typical men, right? We're like, let's just shelf that for never. You know?
Yeah.
And we do that often. We're definitely victim of that. So when we finally got to meet up and he got to tell me things, it was things that I'd never heard that he was actually mad. Like I was shocked. I was like, really? That and this and that? And I told him some things too, like, hey, you know, when you get mad, you have to call me and tell me that you heard something, not wait 4 months or like until you get, you know, a couple beers in you.
And then it's just like passive aggressive.
God, that's the name of our game.
Yeah.
That is the name of our game.
I could feel it in a lot of the...
Yeah. And so it wasn't that we weren't friends. It was that our friendship was fractured and that we were walking on eggshells. And that's not a fun way to live, but we lived like that for like about 3 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How did Shep fall into all of that? Because there's kind of sometimes some tension with Shep, and like I know Shep and Craig were having their issues, and I watched the two of them on Watch What Happens Live, and even then I still was like, there's something going on with these two.
Yeah, well, there's always. Okay, so so like, by the way, let me just make it perfectly clear. Like, they love to hate each other.
Yeah.
Right? And like, people can joke that, you know, me and Craig love to hate each other, but you know, we don't. There's like a big love there, and there's a big love there with me and Shep. And so it's me in the middle, and I'm like grabbing these two for like dear life. Like, stop it, quit trying to run in the opposite direction of each other. And so they will always not see eye to eye. Like, it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. But they coexist, and like there is this underlying love for each other, but still
it's like a love-hate.
It is like,
totally
I am
is.
doing
I mean, I could
my
see
thing,
it watching the two of them together.
and it's like they both think that the way that they do things and the way that they operate is so stupid, and I can't believe that he would live his life like that. And they both think that about each other, which is so funny. And then I'm in the middle.
At the end of the day, they're never going to see eye to eye. Like, if you think one way and somebody else thinks another way, you're just like, all right, we just got to toss this up as a loss. Like, we're never going to agree.
I mean, Shep's like, I'm watching them with Andy and they're talking about, Shep saying Craig's not like going to amount to anything, all those things. And he's like, do you like basically asking if he would apologize for those things? And Shep's like, no. I don't really believe in apologies. It's like, wait, what?
I hate when people say that. I actually hate when people say they don't believe in apologies. It's like, what does that mean?
I
don't believe in apologizing for everything, but like sometimes
it's worth an apology.
Yeah. So Shep's reasoning for that, right? All those years, he's like, no.
He said he pushed him.
He's like, people should know the dumbass shit that Craig did for all those years. Like, there are things, right? Like Craig, left his car at the airport for like 3 months, and it cost like $850 to get out, and Craig couldn't pay it to get out because it was early on, and he was like a paralegal or whatever he was. And so it's like things like that. Shep is like, people forget that too quickly, right? And so that's where he comes from.
That has nothing to do with Shep. That's just Craig being.
But it's also
See, you're right, and I say that too. I'm like, Shep, but why does that bother you so much? Like, why does
it doesn't affect
bother,
him?
And why can't we move on? Like, if I had to continually be reminded of the stupid shit I did
that had nothing to do with me,
I'd be like
it didn't affect my life.
Right.
I've moved on. Like, that's something that happened. We can laugh about it and make fun of me, but.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can't trip and fall with what's behind you, right?
Yeah,
you just can't. And I don't know, but that's Shep, I guess.
Yeah.